Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, on this episode of Bullet Points on this beautiful Saturday morning, we have got to talk about something that is happening across the nation. This is a really great case in point where California and Utah are going completely opposite directions because the right, particularly around gun rights, nationwide is pushing back against the California extremism. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below. Everything is linked in the description per usual. And if you guys want to help us get to that 400,000 subscriber mark by June 1, that's our goal we set together. I'd love to have you in the front lines because we are driving towards November midterms 2022, baby. But let's dive in and I'm going to show you how the red side is pushing back against the blue nitpicky stuff at the local level. So here's the first thing I'm going to bring to your attention. This is happening right now, all on the same day. Proposed legislation would ban gun shows all at state fairgrounds. Now that's from California. So they're essentially saying, hey, anything state-owned, you can't sell a gun or ammunition. Law would build on prohibitions already in place at Del Mar and Orange County fairgrounds. February 3rd, 2022. So this entire bill is coming out of those areas in California. No more gun shows that have been going on for decades on federally owned or state and local owned. Really, it's state and local. Federal, kind of the same thing, but state and local, right? But listen to what they're actually doing here, because this is important to see how Utah is responding. 3 state lawmakers announced proposed legislation Thursday that would prohibit the sale of firearms and ammunition on all state property, effectively ending gun shows at state fairgrounds. Okay, so they're trying to knock it off at the source. It's legal. You can own your gun. You can have your Second Amendment. You just can't buy them anywhere on public land. That's the idea, right? Well, we've seen this across the entire nation. Last year, we had Colorado pass laws that were very similar. The Office of Gun Violence Prevention, they wanted to get the ability for universities to make their own laws when it comes to guns. They're really trying to incrementally edge it out, right? Well, Utah is down on it, and you're starting to see resistance. But listen to what Utah's doing, because they tried to do the same thing in Salt Lake City. Check this out. Utah bill to declare state, not city or counties, has final say on gun regulation clears the Senate. So this is a direct counter to exactly what they're doing right now in California on the exact same day. I love this same day stuff. Bill would close loophole for Salt Lake City's county's gun show background check rules. So what's happening is basically Salt Lake City is making their own rules very similar to what's happening in California and Colorado, all these blue areas. After 2 years of failed attempts, a Utah bill that clarifies the state, not cities, counties, or other local entities, can enact firearm regulations cleared a major legislative hurdle on Thursday, so it cleared the Senate. Upon final approval, the bill would close a loophole in state law that has allowed Salt Lake County to require vendors at gun shows in county facilities to conduct background checks since the beginning of 2020. That's exactly what's happening in California. They're saying you can't have it on here. Well, in Salt Lake City, they're saying, well, you can do it, but you have to do an extra step. The state's going, not so fast. That's what's happening. Juxtaposition, blue versus red. The Republicans are waking up. The conservative side with gun rights is activating. This is something that's really, really good to see. In recent years, local governments have attempted to exploit loopholes in state law to regulate firearms at conventions, not acting in the best interest of all Utahns. Wilson said on the Senate floor on Tuesday when it was up for the initial vote. So it passed that Senate. The bill declares the Utah legislature, quote, occupies the whole field of state regulation of firearms and makes clear that state and local government entities, including colleges, universities, public schools, cities, counties, and other local entities, may not enact or enforce a directive that violates the state's authority over firearm regulation. That's not only preemption, that is also, they're coming in and saying, yeah, those little loopholes you're exploiting, you can't even do those anymore. The state has complete power. This is like preemption on steroids. And I love it, and I'm here for it. And that's what's happening on February 3rd alone. You've got the blue states outlawing guns and ammo sales on state, local property. The right goes, I see what you're doing across the nation, and we're just going to go ahead and pass a bill that says you can't do that anymore. Conservatives are here. We are going to pass the blessing of the Second Amendment to the next generation, and that's why we fight, that's why we're here, and that is why we are active. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Bullet Points, and I will see you tonight at the 9 p.m. segment. I'm Braden, signing out.